Maybe before I get started, I just ought to walk around and talk about what an amazing day it is today. Here we are at the end of November. Sun's shining. It's nice. It's warm. Beautiful day. Beautiful weather. Oh, we're so fortunate here. So everything's quite a mess in here. I don't know if all of my other hot rod guys are any better than me, but when I work on something, I just make a mess out of it. That's what I've done here. All these things you see in the floor are good stuff. I just been walking all over. I got my manifolds over here painted up. My little welding table's just loaded down with stuff. I got my double pulley in the mail yesterday. I put that on. I went this morning and bought me another belt so I can run 2 belts on this. I didn't plan to run dual belts on the alternator, but when I bought these pulleys, I was thinking I'd have a power steering pump, air conditioner, alternator. So I bought, pulleys. And then I'm thinking my power steering is going to be done with that Prius electric assist steering column mounted. My air conditioning may be something similar. With the invention of electric cars, they're coming up with electric air conditioning pumps, which would eliminate all these belts and hoses and things too. So I may not wind up using any of that, but I figured since I had the double belts, I just run a double belt on my alternator. That way, if I ever decide to jump in this and drive it out to 63 Impala's house out in Washington State, I don't have to worry about losing a belt along the way. So I'm going to put the belts on this. I'm going to tighten it up. I'm going to put the exhaust manifolds on both sides. I'm going to put my little plug in here for that. I bought this yesterday. This probably ain't the one I'm going to run, but it fits the hole. That's could be for a heater hose. Probably if I was going to run it, I'd cut it a little shorter. I also ordered something off Amazon that I believe would allow me to run a hose that was closer to this size right here. See, that might both be about the same size if you think about it. They're pretty close. Anyway, yeah. So if I get all that done, I might pull that radiator up there down and put some water in it and see if it's going to leak, and see if I can run this with that. And I was thinking I probably don't need to adjust the valves a whole lot on this thing. When I heard it running the other day, I heard sound like maybe one valve clicking, so I might could get away with just doing an adjustment on, find which one's clicking and adjust that one. The less time I run it with valve covers off, the less oil I'm going to swing all over everything. So, but it all starts with doing what I'm doing today, which is putting the belts and the exhaust manifold and such as that. Oh, the joy. What do you know? Them bolts are too long. I've got these bolts, which are regular Chevrolet bolts. I went out and bought these stainless steel bolts to go here, but those stainless steel bolts aren't, well, they're too long, just slightly. Okay then. I knew they were a little longer, but I thought it would still be okay, but apparently not. So, if I'm going to use that kind of bolt, I'm going to need to go get some more of them. If I'm going to use this kind of bolt, I'm going to need to find some more of these. So, let's see what we got in the box over here. I guess I ought to double check to see if these bolts are long enough. Let's take one of these out. it for how long it is. Would that snug that up good? And it does. So if it's that long, it's long enough. If it's this long, it's too long. So what I need to do is go into town and get a shorter bolt. Or I could washer those up, but I don't really want to very much. Now I may could go ahead and put this bracket on here. I guess maybe I should, just to see if these are long enough, or if they're not too long. The one that I specifically bought for the bracket. See, this alternator bracket mounts up here. Okay, so I think this is
I'm going uptown.
okay.
Back a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to town too, so I bought bolts that are like 1/4 inch too long. Oh well.
Pretty, all chromy.
Huh?
It's looking pretty, all chromy.
Yeah. 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 We're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit at a time. That bolt is long enough. That bolt is long enough and this bolt is too long. So I've got to go back and get a bolt that's 1/4 inch shorter. I suppose I could return these ones. I think they was a few bucks a piece. My sales slip, which I probably can, and then just go up and get yep, that's what I'm gonna do. All right.